I've got the CLR foaming action cleaner meant for bath and kitchen, and I have begun spraying that. You can already see it going to work here in the shower. I've also got it sprayed all over the toilet, and I'm going to get to work with that. The problem is this stuff is incredibly strong, so I need to go and get my breathing mask. Otherwise, I'm going to be in trouble. I've got my gloves, I have my gas mask. It's not a gas mask, but it is an air filtration. Really strong one that I bought while the mountains were all on fire here. I've got Gardener's World on the TV, and it's time to get busy. So I'm gonna put you guys down, I'm gonna put this on and these, and Mama's gonna start scrubbing and scrubbing. Okay, all right. Definitely making progress in here, but needing to take a break. As many of you know, I have really pretty strong rheumatoid arthritis and my hands need a break. So I feel pretty good about the top like 3/4 or 2/3 of the shower. I still need to scrub the nozzle. We'll get to that, but what I've done is applied a second coat of the spray along this section and the base. There's just some really stubborn stuff that needs to come off and is requiring quite a bit of effort, so gonna do that spray to help me along. Now, because time is of the essence and I have such a long list of things to do on top of daily stuff before Disneyland in 20 days from this recording, I am keeping the Gardening World, there's my legs, hello, Gardening World shows going while doing things like this, tidying up just little stuff like this, and watering plants, and tidying up the homework center, and getting eBay stuff packaged and ready to ship off. There's always something that I can be doing to tidy up that isn't going to be really hard on my hands or body, and that will make a difference while I let that cleaner soak in and let my body breathe a little bit. I think it's important to point out, as I'm in here cleaning, that perfection is not the goal. Progress, improvement, those are the goals, not perfection. Some of us, myself included, who have kind of obsessive personalities, can fall very easily and quickly into this trap, this thought trap that says, well, if you're not going to be perfect at it or do it perfectly, whether this is about cleaning or learning a language or a new skill, music, a new job, whatever, we fall into this thought that, this defeatist belief that if we're not going to be perfect at it, if we can't do it just right, then we just shouldn't even bother. It's not even worth our time. Just don't even make the effort. Guys, there is nothing that could be further from the truth when it comes to your spring cleaning. And really with almost anything else. Now, if you're going into brain surgery or rocket science, you gotta be perfect at it, okay? But not at scrubbing your toilets, all right? Keep in mind, take into account your own personal situation, your restrictions in mobility. Keep in mind, you know, if you have a family or furry friends that live there, it's never going to be perfect, but you have a home and a family who are living there, dreaming there, loving there, making memories and messes and all kinds of wonderful things. Allow for that, you know, and when it comes to your goals and your expectations, keep those very important, most important things in mind. I have struggled with that in the past, where it's been all or nothing, where it's been psychotic amounts of obsessive cleaning, which really helped no one. And then also at the complete opposite end of the spectrum, just letting it all go to hell, because why bother? You know, it's going to be a disaster 2 minutes later, and then I'm going to fight with everyone to get them to help clean it up, and so I just shouldn't even bother. So I've gone both ends of that spectrum, and that doesn't help anyone, all right? I mean, it's going to happen. You're going to have those times. But the goal, especially in my recent striving and quest for balance, is get it reasonably and realistically clean, to the point that you feel so much better. It is so much more enjoyable, and from here on out, it's maintenance. You will have to do deep cleaning now and again, but as much as possible, get it to a place that is comfortable and happy, and then try to maintain it. When something spills, clean it up right away. when there's an accident, fix it up and get the parties involved to help as well. Mariah spilled spaghetti sauce all over the place yesterday. She cleaned up as much as she, as a 6-year-old, was able to do, and she did a darn good job, and it took her a long time. Was there some left after she went to bed? Yes, there was, and I took care of that myself, but we were a team, and I'm so grateful that I have a husband and kids that have been raised and are being raised with a strong work ethic and sense of camaraderie, community, and teamwork. And so they take on a lot of it, and they help with a whole bunch of it, and that is absolutely important. I've seen people put things on their furry friends, because some of us have furry families, and that's awesome. My mom has 2 cats, and they are her babies. I've seen people attach little scrubby things to the bottom of their pets' feet or even their toddler's feet. It's hilarious, but if you can do it safely, okay? Only if you can do it safely. And so as they're going about, they're actually picking up lint and dust and cleaning as they go, which I think is hilarious. Get the rest of the crew, the rest of the family involved, so that you're not taking it all on all by yourself. I'm saying this to you as much as I'm saying this to me. All right, I'm gonna get back to work, trying to reach that level that I am comfortable with and that I call cleaning success. I'm done with the foaming CLR. Now I've got some Ajax in the bottom of the shower and here in the toilet bowl. We have really hard water with all kinds of mineral stuff in it that is real tough. And where I don't do this like hardcore deep cleaning nearly as often as I should, or as I have recently committed to, the stuff builds up and it can be really tough. And I'm not going for perfect, like I said, but I do want to get it down to where it is really, really clean, so that we are at the point of maintenance. And I'm able to do it right now, and so I am going to. A little bit of rest, some more Gardener's World. I've sprayed the CLR on the bathtub downstairs. Whew. Gonna rest for a little bit. We'll get the sink done in the upstairs bathroom, and then we'll head down and get to work downstairs. After those things and a little bit more rest, I'm gonna be out in my own garden. Those who know me well, or have been watching us for any amount of time, or any volume of videos, know that I cannot stay in just one spot with just one chore or task or project through completion. I can't do it all in just one sitting. And so it shouldn't be any surprise that I took a break from the bathrooms and came to load the dishwasher. It has to get done. It's a job that needs doing. And on top of the regular, and on top of those deep cleaning spring projects that you have, you can't neglect the regular daily stuff that has to be done just for your regular daily life. And so things like the dishes and laundry and stuff like that, they've got to be done. So my method, as maddening as I'm sure it is for some people, is circling about, spending, you know, a half hour, an hour in one spot, usually one episode of Gardener's World or whatever it is that I'm watching. And then, you know, getting to a point there and then moving on to another spot and another task that needs doing, and just going about. And in this somewhat whirlwind of a way, we are getting the stuff done. But at this point, my hands, they have betrayed me. They are giving out and they're calling uncle. So I am going to have to take a break right now, but that's okay, because I had decided that today, Friday, is the day that I'm going to devote a good amount of time to following the videos put out on YouTube by my fellow dumpster diving enthusiasts. And so that is what I get to do right now. If you want me to check out your dumpster diving videos, whether just because you want, you know, some more exposure for your channel, or if you want tips or advice or whatever, or just want to make a new friend and be more involved in the community, go ahead and leave me a link to your channel in the video description. It might have to come through and be approved when it's left in the comments, but I will see it, and if it's something that I feel like is in line with our dumpster diving community, then I'll go ahead and post it publicly, and we'll see if we can't get you some exposure and support for your dumpster diving or frugal living or saving and salvaging efforts.
I try to work out how we can design and manage plantings in cities more effectively. I work with environmental psychology approaches to understand.
Okay, it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I've got a little less, well, about 2 hours until the kids get home, and I don't know, a few more than that till my husband gets home from work. So I'm here in the office, which is my husband's bike room. So you'll see everyone has their passions and things they're into, and this is what my husband is into. I like to travel, and that's where we spend big money, sacrificing elsewhere and being really tight on a lot of other things to embrace the passions that we have, you know, Disney, American Girl dolls, Legos, and travel. And for my husband, it's bikes. Do you have any idea how expensive a hobby it is to be cycling? Holy cow! But traveling's expensive too, and so that is how we work it all out. I'm in here to load a bunch of pictures and content onto the computer while I have a moment, and I had promised that I'm going to be putting up more of the paid and free content on our Patreon page, which the link is in the video description, so that, you know, there's more things blog style in relation to dumpster diving and frugal living and living a very full life on a budget, but also the paid content, which includes what we've been selling on eBay and how much it has sold for, stuff like that. So feel free to check that out. I will post a couple of links to it on probably our Facebook page, stuff like that. So that is what I'm going to work on. I'm going to devote the next probably 20 minutes to that, and then dang it, I'm getting out into the yard, and I am going to enjoy the time I have earned out there. And now, finally, at almost 2 o'clock, heading out into the semi-warmth of a windy spring afternoon to enjoy my garden time. Everyone has their way of rewarding themselves for work they have done. Yes, mine is more work, but it's of the therapeutic variety. The main focus, for starters, is just gonna be cleanup from all this stuff from the trees, weeds that have popped up, all of this mess, leaves and tree residue, and my awesome pot that one of the kids knocked over. Don't worry, I'm not just throwing that away. I've got plans for it. That is the start. I've got these bags of pebbles that need to be taken out to the Wonderland garden. There's mowing to do, but I'm not gonna worry about that. There's so much to do, but phase 1 is just tidying up. Okay, that is only a start. We have so far to go, but I need to rest. So I'm going to say this has been a successful first day out here in the yard working on cleaning up and tidying up, and all the rest, it will come in time. Oh, I love being out here. It is just so wonderful. Okay, frugal friends, I had my time out in the yard. It was incredibly therapeutic. I feel refreshed and recharged. And now I'm in the downstairs bathroom. It's time to scrub this nasty tub. Thank you for coming along, keeping me company during my long day of deep cleaning, spring cleaning, and starting to tidy up the yard. Please tell me in the comments, what are you working on? What things have you been getting done? Cleaning projects or otherwise, whatever it is that you've been working on and want to shout out to the world about and toot your own little horn, I will cheer you on. Tell me about it in the comments. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you all very soon.